Ronin Pro Wrestling. One of the broadcasters for Ronin Pro, Rob Naylor, former creative assistant for WWE NXT as well. A lot of experience. He's been in this business, seeing what's going on, learning from the best as well.
Dusty Rhodes, gotta give him a shout for sure.
That's awesome. Now, Rob, women's wrestling.
Oh yeah.
What is it, Rob? You give us some insight. What do you think it is that it's become so popular?
I've been watching women's wrestling since like the 80s, whether it's the All Japan days, Bull Nakano and the Crush Gals and all that, or AWA had Medusa, WWE had Wendy Richter, you know, Candy Devine, Velvet McIntyre, Moolah, Judy Martin. I got to work with Leilani Kai recently. There's such a great lineage in history. Sherry Martel, I'd be remiss. Luna Vachon's from Florida here. I could go on, but like, I love women's wrestling. And then, you know, there was those peaks and valleys, you know, they changed a little bit in like the late 90s. It got a little more seductive aspect of it. But
eye candy.
Yeah, eye candy, which is fine, you know, you make it work, you know, but I like it now the way it is. You know, a little bit when I was in developmental, a new girl would come in and she'd be from the independents and they'd be like, no, we don't do that here. We don't wrestle like guys. And now it's so cool to see they embrace women's wrestling and athletics and they're treating it more like, you know, actual wrestling contest as opposed to titillation for the fans. So I think that's great. I think they've come so far and I'm just so excited for so many girls that I both worked with in the past and who I haven't worked with that I want to work with in the future who are just awesome.
Rob, do you think that is because the talent is better? The talent is getting trained
more
better?
Opportunities, training, the independent circuit, companies like Shimmer, Dave Prazak, he's owed, and Triple H put him over, and he should have because, you know, Dave Prazak did so much for women's wrestling dating back to, I believe, 2004, 2005-ish, and, you know, Shimmer had tapings this past weekend in Chicago. And,
all women's wrestling.
All women's wrestling, and it's creme de la creme. Anyone who's come through there, Bailey, you know, Paige, everyone's come through there, and they've just stepped it up. They got their opportunity, and they knock it out the park. So of course you're going to go back there and have other people, you know. Hey, what's up, Mike? Have other people. Nice young man, Desmond Xavier. So you're going to have a lot of people. There's a big pool to pull from. Pun intended. I don't know if that's even a thing, but there's a lot of different people. And the cool thing about the girls, if you come up in the trenches with people, you know who's good. And instead of being selfish, it's a very unselfish time. Girls will put over their friends and say, hey, how about her? Let's give her a look. And you just have a snowball effect. And it's become the great, awesome scene that we have in NXT and WWE right now, which is great. And I still keep track of all of them and I talked to Ashley Flair just this week, and she's just a wonderful girl. And you know, she's been through a lot, yeah, and second generation, and it's just awesome to see her, Sasha Banks, Bailey, the whole gang just all stepping up and doing it. I'm really proud of all of them, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future.
Last question, Rob.
Yeah.
Where do you think it goes from here?
Oh, sky's the limit. You know, they used to say, Charlotte would say, I want to main event WrestleMania. And I didn't believe that was true until I saw on the stadium, I apologize, I don't remember the exact WrestleMania, but it's you know, Bailey, you know, Charlotte, and Sasha. And I was there when they all started developmental. It's just so cool to see how far they've come. And whether they're the last match on the show or not, there's a lot of young girls who are just going to watch and really look up to them. I think that's really important. So, yay women's wrestling. Check it out. Shimmer, Shine. There's promotions called Stardom in Japan. I could go on and on. Reina. There's so much out there. Hit up YouTube, watch old Joshi, All Japan Women. You know, I'm getting long-winded, but check it all out, and it's okay to let your little girls watch wrestling now because it's a cool time for them, okay?
Long-winded is always good, and thank you, Rob.
That's me for sure. Hey, thank you so much. Take care.